Have you ever felt like you're slowly being erased from your child's life by their other parent? It's not always loud arguments or dramatic scenes. Sometimes the most damaging battles are fought quietly through the screen of a smartphone. This is parental alienation, a subtle form of emotional manipulation where one parent systematically undermines a child's relationship with the other. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on how digital communication, texts, calls, and social media has become a powerful weapon in this hidden war, and what you can do to protect your bond with your child. To understand why this manipulation works, we need to look at a child's core needs. Children are hardwired to seek security, love, and approval from their parents. Their world feels safest when these needs are met. Now imagine one parent starts feeding them a steady diet of negative stories about the other parent. Your dad didn't call because he's too busy with his new life. Your mom is always trying to cause trouble. These messages, often disguised as concern, prey on a child's need for a stable, predictable world. To maintain emotional safety and please the parent they are with, a child might start to believe these negative narratives. The behavior is often so subtle and repetitive that it's like a slow drip of poison. Over time, it reshapes the child's reality, leaving them confused, conflicted, and pulling away from a parent they once loved without question. Let's break down 15 common manipulation tactics you might see, especially in texts and digital messages. First, there are guilt-loaded messages. These are designed to make the child feel responsible for the other parent's absence or unhappiness. A text might say, "I'm so lonely tonight. I wish you didn't have to go to your dad's." This places an unfair emotional burden on the child. Second is withholding communication. The alienating parent might conveniently forget to charge the child's phone or simply ignore your calls and texts. This creates an artificial distance, making it seem like you're the one who isn't trying. Third, monitoring or filtering messages. This is a huge invasion of privacy. The parent might read all the child's texts, delete your messages before the child sees them, or even respond for the child, pretending to be them. Fourth on our list is emotional bribery. This is when affection or rewards are tied to loyalty. You might hear about your child getting a special treat right after they say something negative about you. The message is clear. Siding with me gets you good things. Fifth, exaggerating small issues. A minor disagreement or a simple parenting decision you made gets blown way out of proportion. If you served pizza for dinner, the other parent might text the child, "I can't believe she fed you junk food again. I worry about your health when you're there." Suddenly, a normal meal becomes a sign of your incompetence. Number 6 is creating false memories. This is a deeply manipulative tactic where the alienating parent rewrites history. They might insist a happy family vacation was actually miserable, or that you never showed up to their school play, even when you did. Over time, these lies can start to feel like the truth to a child. Seventh, we have intentional scheduling conflicts. The other parent might suddenly sign the child up for a can't miss birthday party or a sports practice that falls exactly during your scheduled time, forcing the child to choose and making you look like the bad guy if you object. Eighth is attacking normal decisions. Any choice you make is framed as a character flaw. If you set a reasonable bedtime, you're too strict. If you let them stay up a little later, you're irresponsible. It's a no-win situation designed to paint you in a negative light. Ninth is playing the victim. The alienating parent constantly positions themselves as the wronged party, seeking the child's sympathy and loyalty. They might say things like, "It's been so hard for me since your father left," making the child feel a need to protect them. 10th, oversharing adult problems. This is a heavy one. The parent burdens the child with financial worries, details of the divorce, or their own emotional distress. This forces the child into the role of a confidant, a role they are not emotionally equipped to handle. 11th, encouraging secrecy. The parent creates an us against them mentality. "Don't tell your mom we did this. It'll just be our little secret." This builds a private alliance that excludes the other parent and weakens the child's bond with them. Number 12, rewarding rejection. This is when a child is praised or rewarded for refusing contact with the targeted parent. If the child says they don't want to answer your call, the alienating parent might respond with, "Good for you for standing up for yourself." 13 is implying abandonment. This tactic involves twisting facts to suggest the targeted parent doesn't care. Even if you text and call daily, the other parent might tell the child, "See, your dad hasn't bothered to come visit you in person," conveniently leaving out that it's not his scheduled time. 14, withholding school or medical information. By keeping you out of the loop on teacher conferences, doctor's appointments, or school events, the alienating parent reinforces the narrative that you are an uninvolved and unimportant figure in the child's life. And finally, number 15, using third parties. The alienating parent might involve grandparents, friends, or even a new partner to reinforce their negative narrative, creating an echo chamber of criticism that the child can't escape. The impact of this behavior on children can be devastating and long-lasting. Caught in the middle of a loyalty bind, Children often feel immense anxiety, guilt, and a sense of being torn in two. This emotional turmoil can manifest as trauma-like symptoms. They might develop deep-seated trust issues, making it difficult to form healthy relationships later in life. Their self-esteem can plummet as they internalize the conflict and may even start to believe they are the problem. The signs aren't always obvious. A child might become withdrawn and quiet, or they might act out in anger. You might see a sudden drop in their grades or a loss of interest in hobbies they once loved. These are all red flags that something is wrong beneath the surface. The constant stress of navigating this parental conflict robs them of a carefree childhood. So, what can you, the targeted parent, do? It can feel hopeless, but there are concrete steps you can take. First, and most importantly, document everything. Keep a detailed log. Save screenshots of manipulative texts. Note every missed call and every scheduled visit that was sabotaged. Write down the concerning things your child says. This pattern of behavior is your evidence. It's not about being petty, it's about building a clear, factual record. Second, stay emotionally steady. This is incredibly difficult, but it's crucial. The alienating parent often wants to provoke a reaction from you. Don't give them that satisfaction. Respond to hostile messages calmly and factually. When you communicate with your child, be a port in the storm. Your calm presence is a powerful antidote to the chaos they're experiencing. Third, seek professional therapeutic help. A therapist who understands parental alienation can be an invaluable ally. They can provide you with coping strategies and offer a safe space for your child to process their confused feelings without fear of judgment or reprisal. Family therapy might also be an option, but it requires a therapist skilled in these specific dynamics. Fourth, communicate calmly and clearly with your child. Without bad-mouthing the other parent, you can offer simple, age-appropriate truths. You could say, "I know you're hearing some things that might be confusing. I want you to know that I love you very much, and I will always be here for you." Anchor them with your consistent love and honesty. Finally, get legal guidance when necessary. If the alienation is severe and actively interfering with your custody or visitation rights, it's time to speak with a family law attorney. They can help you understand your rights and explore legal options to protect your relationship with your child. Your documentation will be vital here. Awareness is your first and most powerful defense. Recognizing these subtle tactics for what they are, a campaign of manipulation, is the first step toward reclaiming your role in your child's life. It empowers you to stop reacting and start responding strategically. By staying calm, documenting patterns, and seeking the right support, you can protect your child emotional well-being and work to preserve the precious bond that no one has the right to break. Thank you for watching. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on navigating complex family dynamics. Share this with anyone who might need to hear it. Remember, you're not alone in this fight.